Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be me talking about some of my favorite apps on my phone. So yeah, I thought this video was really fun to do, and I really wanted to share it with you because a lot of these apps are ones that I have never heard anyone talk about. Like, these are all apps which I have discovered somehow myself. Maybe like one or two, like maybe my friend recommended or something like that, but I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about these apps. And personally, I find all of these very helpful, and I just wanted to share them with you just in case you were interested. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be all about. I will also try and segregate it into, like, the first part is going to be apps that everyone can use if it interests you, and then the second part is going to be apps which are more like content creator esque. Like, if you are someone who either makes YouTube videos, or you make videos on Instagram, or you're just like, you love posting like maybe pictures of yourself on Instagram, and you have like a fashion styling related account or something like that, then maybe it might be helpful for you. So yeah, that will, like, I'll talk about those in the second portion of the video because some of you might not be interested. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be all about. Definitely make sure that you're subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and also hit on the bell button. So yeah, with that out there as well, let's dive right in and talk about some of these apps that personally I really love. So let's go. The first app I'm going to talk about is a fitness related app. Now, this is one that I have used for a very long time. Like, I've known and I have used this like for a long time. It's one that I believe I spoke about like a year or two ago as well, and it's called the 30 Days Fitness Challenge. Now, I know it sounds more like a tagline and not really an app. I don't know why they would name the app like this, but honestly, the name is maybe not very eye catching, but it is definitely something that really, it's basically a phrase that when you hear, you will totally understand what the app is all about. It is, I'll, before I explain the app and the name, I just want to give you a little bit of a background. Personally, I am not a big fitness freak. I'm not someone who works out regularly. I spoke about this maybe like a year or 1.5 years ago, that I was kind of getting into workout, and maybe that's when I mentioned this app in the past. And I used it for maybe 2 3 months regularly, and then somehow I just completely stopped. I think it was because I maybe had semester exams or something, so I stopped working out for a while, and then somehow I never got back onto it again. But recently, I would say since end of May, I've been using this app a lot, and I've been doing a lot of home workouts. I know a lot of people do work, like a lot of people have been working out on quarantine since the beginning, and have been trying to be more productive. I'm just not one of those people. I'm just never able to get myself to work out, and it's a little difficult to like gain motivation. So if you're a beginner out there and you want to get into working out but you're not able to, or if you've been it's been a little difficult for you to kind of figure out what sort of workout routines you should be following. I know a lot of people watch like videos on YouTube or like fitness gurus on Instagram, and follow their workouts, but honestly for me it's just a little difficult to figure out what exercises I should do, how many sets of every exercise I should be doing, etc. And I feel like if you're someone who's really clueless about how you should begin, and if you're having a problem with staying consistent, I think this is the app for you, because they have first of all, they have segregations. So depending on which area you want to focus on, like legs, arms, there's full body, there is I think abs. Did I mention abs already? I'm not sure, but there are like 4 or 5 different areas that you might want to focus on, and then every one of them have 6 different levels. So there is easy one, easy two, one, medium two, difficult two, and obviously when you're starting out, you can start with easy. But just in case you're someone who is not a beginner, maybe you can just directly jump on to medium or difficult. Personally, I would go from easy two, then easy one, easy two, then medium, and just like follow the routine. And basically, it has basically your whole workouts scheduled, already planned for you. You just need to like switch on the app. You need to check whatever workouts they're telling you to do and how many sets they're telling you to do. And every single day you do like day one, then day two, then day three, and then I think every fourth day is supposed to be rest day. So I don't follow the rest day schedule, only because I take a break every like 1 week per month, when it's kind of like the time of the month for me. I don't work out. So yeah, that's why I don't actually take a break on rest days, and it's been working really well for me. So yeah, I just really wanted to mention this for everyone out there who is just like me, who is not a fitness freak, who's not a workout freak, but I want to get into working out and I just don't know how to, because yeah, it can be really difficult sometimes, and I find this to be really 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 helpful. So yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to mention this app. The next app that I'm going to mention is something that it's not very necessary, to be honest, and I don't use this all the time, but I feel like it's better than the other options out there. So I'm pretty sure every one of our phones has a Notes app already in our phone. But I remember with my previous phone that I had before this. So right now I have a OnePlus 7. That is what I am even filming on. And before that I had a OnePlus 5. So my OnePlus 5 suddenly died one day, and I think I have spoken about it in a previous video as to what happened and everything. It's been like a year or so, I guess. And I remember the Notes app basically had a lot of my notes, and when it died I could not retrieve any of that information. It was all just gone. And even the OnePlus 7 has the exact same app, but the only problem is that I lost all of those notes because I didn't have backup anywhere. It was not synced or anything, and that's the reason why I want to mention this app. It's called Keep Notes, and it's a Google it's like a product of Google. Like Google has Hangouts, Duo, Google Meet, Gmail, YouTube, etc., etc. So it's just one of those, and you can basically have all of your notes synced to your Google account basically. So like even if I log in on a different phone with my Google account and I have that app in the phone, I can access all of my data, all of my information. So someday if this dies and I get a new phone, I can still access all of the notes and I will not lose all of that. So yeah, if you're someone who just takes down things in the notes in your phone any which ways, it can be related to anything, doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's just a way to kind of have all of your data, all of your notes synced. And that's the reason why I wanted to mention it, because I never knew about it. I don't remember how I discovered it, but I'm really happy that I did. So yeah, and I'm sorry I'm fidgeting a little bit with my hair, but it's super hot and it's very annoying. So yeah, anyways, just wanted to quickly mention that. The next app that I have to talk about is this app called Perfumist. Now I know this name sounds really stupid, and by the way, no offense to the brand or the creators of the app, but yeah, I know it's like florist, perfumist. I don't know, I just think of florist every single time I hear the name. But yeah, this is basically an app for all of my perfume lovers out there, and I know a lot of you love perfume just as much as I do, because like my perfume collection videos get a lot of views and a lot of love. So that makes me think that a lot of you love perfume just as much as I do, which is why I wanted to mention this to all of you. It's again an app which I just randomly discovered one day, but I'm really 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 happy that I did. So perfume is basically like a perfume library. So basically how I use this app and why I think it's really helpful is that I am someone, I can't describe fragrances, and I'm getting more into fragrances as I'm learning about fragrances, like the notes, and discovering which notes in a perfume do I really like. And I feel like this app really helps you if you want to study your perfumes really well. So the first thing that I love about it is there is literally, like, you can find every single perfume that ever exists on this app. Like literally, no matter if it's a local brand, no matter how small the brand is, no matter how high end or luxury the brand is, every single perfume brand that ever exists is available on Perfumist. So what you do is that you go to your perfume collection or wherever all of your perfumes are stored, you download the app and you search for every single perfume that you own and you add it to your collection. So they have different folders. They have my collection, they have likes, they have dislikes, they have wish list, they have two tried, and then they also have recently viewed. So if you forget to add one of the perfumes that you recently viewed, you can just go to the recently viewed folder and you can just get it back again. You won't have to search all over again. So yeah, you just add all of the perfumes that you have in your perfume collection to your my collection folder, and then you can just go through the notes on the app. So it mentions the top notes, bottom notes, middle notes, everything. And what I do is I basically have got into like studying the perfumes that I own and studying my favorite notes. So for me personally, the favorite my favorite notes that I really like in perfumes are vanilla, amber, lemon, bergamot. Almost all of the perfumes that I own either have like maybe some of them, like a lot of perfumes have vanilla and amber, like both the notes together. So yeah, these four notes are present in all of my perfumes, and maybe just like one or two exceptions here and there, but mostly these are like my favorite notes in perfumes in general. So what I do is whenever I hear anyone talk about like a new perfume that I've never heard about, I'll go to the app, I'll search the notes, and I'll search the perfume on the app, and I'll figure out like what it might smell like. I'll see if any of these notes are present in that perfume, and if it is, I will add it to like my to try list. And maybe then whenever like in the future, I mean obviously right now it's in lockdown, malls aren't opened, haven't opened, but like in the past and even in the future, once malls start opening, what I'll do is I'll go to a Parcos or a Nykaa Lux or any store that sells perfumes and go sniff the fragrance and see if I like it or not. If I like it, I will add it to like my wish list. So whenever I'm planning on like buying a perfume or asking for a gift, like a perfume gift, I can ask for it, and then I'll just shortlist everything, and I have everything related to perfumes in that one app, and I don't need to go anywhere else. I know this app is not a necessity. You can honestly just do all of this in the notes in your phone as well. But this app just makes it so much easier to have everything in one place and everything so much more organized, which is pretty much why I love it and I use it so much. So yeah, I think that is the last non-beauty or like non-content creator esque app that I have to talk about. Now, obviously, some of these other apps I'm going to talk about as well, you can use even if you're not a content creator. So I'll talk about those two first, and then we'll move on to the only specific content creator apps. So the next time I'm going to talk about is probably the one that I've the most recently discovered. And if you're following me on my Instagram, you would know that I'm doing this hashtag 100 days of blush challenge, where I've selected two of the blushes that I own in my collection, and I've decided to wear each of them for 100 times. So this app is basically helping me a lot with kind of like tally those, and the app is called Tally Counter. It's as obvious as that. So basically on this app, what you can do is like, I'll tell you what I'm personally doing. So I added the names of both of the blushes to the app, and every single time I wear either of the blushes, I will just like keep adding tallies, and that way it just shows me how many times I have worn each of the blushes. Now again, I know you can just do the tally marks in a notebook or a diary or something like that, but for me my diaries and my notebooks are lying everywhere honestly, and it's difficult for me to remember every single time after I wear my makeup that oh my god, I have to go and I have to add this tally, whereas my phone is always with me. So if I'm doing the same thing on my phone, it's just going to be a lot more efficient and a lot more accurate, because a lot of times if I do it on the notebook, I might just forget to add the tally and then I will lose count. So for me, the app just makes it a little bit more helpful. If you're someone who's project planning, it might also be really helpful for you, because every single time you use a particular product, you can just add tallies, and that way at the end of every month or every quarter, however you're tracking your progress, you can just see how many times you have actually worn a particular product in a month. And yeah, it might just be helpful even if you're project planning. I think next year when I do my 2021 project plan, I'm going to actually tally how many times I've used every single product. That way, I'll be a little bit more efficient with my updates. So, yeah, that is the other app that I had to mention. Moving on to the fifth app that I have to talk about, this one you might have probably heard about, and it's PicsArt. PicsArt is an app which I've been using for honestly like 4 to 5 years maybe. I remember I was in junior college when one of my best friends told me about the app, and it's basically one that I use to I want to say edit my pictures. Now I don't normally edit my pictures in terms of like adding filters or anything, but PicsArt has this feature which is called Square Fit, and that is one that I really like. I will not be able to explain it accurately what it is. So if you manage to ever download the app or if you use it yourself, you would know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just like the Square Fit option that PicsArt has when it comes to editing pictures. So if I'm posting on Instagram, I normally use Square Fit a lot of times, to be very honest, and I also use it at times to create my thumbnails if I'm like having something written in the thumbnail. I'll probably use PicsArt to do that. I use it sometimes even to crop my pictures. Like I can crop just using my phone itself, but I don't know, sometimes I just prefer doing it on PicsArt rather than using my phone. Another benefit is that the size of your pictures is a lot lesser if you use PicsArt to crop rather than like regular phone, because like for YouTube thumbnails you need to have your thumbnail smaller than 2 MB. So yeah, I've noticed it doesn't happen if I use my regular like phone, but if I do it on PicsArt it happens. So yeah, PicsArt is just a very handy app that I use, I want to say, on a weekly basis. If I'm doing any polls on my Instagram and I want to create if I want to create some pictures or some what is it called, templates, I use PicsArt for that as well. So yeah, this is again an app that I use a lot as a human, like as a person, but also as a content creator. So I didn't know which category I want to put it on. I feel like it might be helpful in both cases. So yeah, I'm sorry if me pushing my hair back is bothering you guys. Honestly, it's bothering me more than it's bothering you. Trust me on that. But yeah, moving on next, I think the last two apps I'm going to quickly talk about before we wrap up this video are two content creator apps. So yeah, if you're not a content creator, if you don't give a shit about it, then thank you so much for watching this video up till now. I really hope that you will subscribe and hit the bell button before you leave. But yeah, just want to quickly say bye. But yeah, now moving on to two of my content creator related apps which I wanted to talk about as well. Now I don't know how many of you might know this or you might not know, but I am a very technologically challenged person. I am not very good with latest features and apps and editing. Like I am not good with those things, which is why I specifically wanted to talk about these two things, because if you are a content creator or an aspiring content creator and you are also just as bad or probably a little better than me when it comes to all of these things, I think these two might really help you. The first one I'm going to talk about is something that you might have seen a lot on my channel, because a lot of my videos are edited on this app, and it's called KineMaster. So in a lot of my videos which are edited on the app, by the way, I don't edit all of my videos unless and until I am adding maybe like pictures on the screen for you guys, or I'm writing something on the screen. Like maybe if I like say something wrong and I want to correct myself, I will like write stuff on the screen, like have overlays, etc, etc. Even this app is probably going to be edited on KineMaster, because I'm going to add some overlays of like what these apps look like on the screen. So yeah, you can probably see KineMaster right there on either of the sides. I don't know which side it's going to end up on, but it says made by KineMaster in the top left or right of a lot of my videos which are edited in KineMaster. And you can avoid that if you want, but you have to pay for it. You have to get KineMaster Premium. And because I don't make money off of whatever I'm doing, as of now I don't want to invest way more money than I need to, which is why I am not getting KineMaster Premium, at least till I don't start making money off of YouTube. But yeah, all of that aside, I just wanted to quickly mention KineMaster and kind of tell you some of the features that I use a lot on the app. And again, all of my videos which are edited on this app. And I have tried out a lot of different apps in the past, like almost 3 years that I've been on YouTube. I have used other apps in the past as well for editing, but I feel like this one is the best out of everything. I think the only feature it doesn't have is that you cannot cut any clips. So like if I say something wrong and I want to cut myself off, that is the only thing that I believe I can't do on this app. Or maybe I've just not discovered it and you can do it on the app. I'm not sure, but yeah, that is the only thing that I can't do on this app. Apart from that, everything else that I want to do when it comes to just like basic editing in my videos, I can do everything on it. So yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to mention it. And the last app that I'm going to talk about is something which has literally changed my life as a content creator. And I don't know why I never knew about it. I just feel honestly stupid for not knowing about it, and that is the YouTube Studio app. Now, I don't know for how long this app has been there, but yeah, this app has literally changed my life as a content creator, and that is because I can literally do everything on my phone with the help of this app. Like normally, earlier I used to edit the videos on my phone, I used to upload it with my phone itself, and then for the thumbnail and for the description box I used to use my laptop. But ever since I've got this app, I can do everything related to YouTube on my phone itself, which makes me so happy. So I will use a YouTube app, upload the video, then I will go to YouTube Studio, I will select the thumbnail that I want to put the thumbnail, update the description box. Now I can even add links on my phone. Normally when I earlier when I used to have to put links in my description box for like product mentions, I used to again use my laptop. But now I figured out how I could use the YouTube Studio app to put links in my description box as well. There is literally nothing that I cannot do with this app. I check my analytics on a regular basis using the app. I reply to comments using the app because like earlier I used to miss a lot of comments because YouTube does not notify you of every single comment. So yeah, now I on the YouTube Studio app there is like a separate comments page, so I can literally go through all of the comments that I've ever received on that particular page, I want to say. So yeah, it's made life so much more easier that I can't even describe. If you are not a content creator, you will not understand. If you are a content creator, you will know exactly why I feel so relieved. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I know this video is getting really long and I had decided I'm going to keep my videos as short as possible, so I'm really sorry that this video is getting longer than expected. But yeah, I just wanted to mention all of them. I really couldn't not mention any of them. And yeah, I hope that you found this video helpful, informative, fun to watch. I don't know, but yeah, if you have stick till the end of this video, thank you so much. You don't know how much this means to me, but yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm also going to leave an emoji on the screen for you. I know I used to do this earlier to kind of figure out how many to actually stay till the end of my videos. So I'm going to leave an emoji on the screen, and if you have stayed till here, then definitely leave that emoji as a comment in the comment section. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe and hit on the bell button all over again because I'm pretty sure you have done it by now. And if you haven't, please do it. Also follow me on my Instagram if you're interested. I will have my handle in the description box. So yeah, that is it. I filmed a lot of videos today and I literally cannot talk anymore, so I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.